Okay, good afternoon, class. So I want to explain again the Loba Mula Cheta. Morning I explained in briefly how to Loba Mula Cheta is classified into 8. So as a revised Loba Mula Cheta consciousness is twofold by means of feeling, pleasant feeling and neutral feeling. Pleasant feeling, in Pali it is a use, somanasa. In page number 19, there's a mention in the meanings of Pali terms. Okay? Page number 19, the meanings of Pali terms, somanasa sahagata, accompanied by pleasure. This somanasa is pleasant feeling. Then upekha sahagata, accompanied by indifferent and neutral feelings, the same things we use. Indifferent feelings are not different, pleasant or unpleasant, neither pleasant nor unpleasant between them. That is upekha. Here, pleasant feeling, neutral feeling. Less of pleasant feeling can be called neutral feelings. Somanasa upekha. Pleasant feeling and neutral feeling or indifferent feeling. Each one of is twofold by means of association, with the round view and without round view. So, Loba Mula is 4 types. Again, each of them is divided twofold by means of promptitude, with the promptitude and without promptitude. Thus, Loba Mula is classified into 8. And according to the Abhidhamma terms, pleasant feeling, indifferent feeling or neutral feeling, somanasa and upekha. Okay? Somanasa is pleasant feeling or pleasure. Upekha is indifferent or neutral. Here we should understand the less of pleasant feeling or less of pleasure can be called indifferent feeling. Then Daitikata Sambayota, Daitikata Vipayota. Daitikata means here round view. Sambayota means connected with the round view. It's called Daitikata Sambayota. Daitikata Vipayota, disconnected from round view. Asankharika and Sasankharika. Here, sankhara means promptitude. Promptitude means sometimes the others' encouragement and self-encouragement. For example, it is more clear. Sometimes we are angry with other persons. First time, we are not so angry. After thinking about his misdoing, increase more and more. The first time is not so strong. After thinking, this the anger is more and more. That is called with the promptitude. Without promptitude means just the anger is so strong. Like that, craving also. Sometimes attachment is slowly increased. The powers are slowly increased by thinking himself, by encourage others. Sometimes encourage others. Do like that, others support. Maybe you have an experience like that. Sometimes you something it is very lovable. First you like, I like this. But the others also supported it. Oh, it is very true. It's nice for you. You should have this one. Encourage. At that time, his craving is more and more. Isn't that? That is called sasankharika. Sasankharika. Cravings become more and more. This encouragement promptitude, self-promptitude by others, both. Sometimes others, sometimes by himself. In other places also, sasankharika, asankharika will be explained in Kusala Chaita also. We should understand like that. There's a time for meditation. For example, there's a beaten drum. It's announced the time. We should go to meditation hall, but very lazy to go there. At that time, the others, oh, you should go. If you're late, you will be shameful. Let us go, let us go. That is a need promptitude. Sometimes I must go. If I'm late, the others blame me. He encouraged himself. So such a thing here means sometimes our mind mental situation is hesitate. In any case, Nova Mula, Dosa Mula is the same. Any case, because our minds, depending on conditions, our mental situation is not so strong. Hesitate to do something. At that time, need encouraged by himself or need encouraged by others, support, encouragement by others. That is the meaning of sankhara, sasankharika, asankharika. Sasankharika with the promptitude. After encouragement, it is becoming stronger and stronger. That is sasankharika. Asankharika means not necessary self-encouragement, others' encouragement. Just arise as strong. Just you hear the ring bell, oh, I must go, urgently you go there. That is asankharika. Your mind begins. I think you understand? Okay? That is sasankharika, asankharika. That is sasankharika, asankharika will deal with Loba Mula Chaita, Dosa Mula Chaita, and Kusala Chaitas also. Kusala Chaitas also. Our mental situations are not the same thing, depending on other conditions. Sometimes depending on weather. Okay, early morning depending on weather. I want to keep, even myself, I want to remain in my room. If I go out, it's catching cold. Therefore, I'm lazy to come here. Oh, but it is the time is very close. I must go. That is the sasankharika, you see? Sasankharika. Self-encourage. Sometimes I hesitate. Our minds have some mental situations. Sometimes I hesitate. Sometimes not hesitate. So, when we become hesitate, it is necessary to encourage by himself thinking other things. By encouraged by others. So that is called sasankharika. That is, in your opinion, which mind is stronger, sasankharika or asankharika? With the promptitude or without promptitude, which is stronger, these two minds? Yeah, you understand. Without promptitude, if encourage others or something, don't be patient. Don't be patient. Hit him. The others encourage. At that time I do, that is sasankharika. No, I mean that these are, without a sasankharika, without a sankhara, promptitude is more powerful because just rise, it is hidden. No need to do. just arise this chaita. Angry is very strong, not necessary the others' encouragement. Not necessary the encouragement. Angry is the highest level. Therefore, without the promptitude, it's higher. Isn't that? So, in any case, evil or good, sasankharika, asankharika is two. Asankharika means without the promptitude, sasankharika is with the promptitude. Okay? That is a middle situations explained. Okay. Here the following how Lava Mula can be divided into 8. Feeling, association, promptitude. Then you should count these. I will tell you this in Pali terms. That is for Somanasa. Okay. That is for Upekha. That is for Dedikata Sambayoda. That is for Dedikata Vipayoda. Okay. That is for Sasang. Asankharika, stronger one. That is for Sasankharika. Lower Mula Chaitas, how to pick down, how to classify Lower Mula Chaitas 8. In Pali, Abhidhamma Sangaha, Somanasa Bhagata, Detikata Sambayoda, Asankharika, Upekha Sahagata, Detikata Vipayoda Sasankharika. So these 2 lines and 3 columns, you can say to be 8. Okay? Can you say, first I want to say, I say Pali, Somanasa Sagata, Detikata Sambayoda, Asankharika. Somanasa Sagata, Detikata Sambayoda, Sasankharika. Okay? Somanasa Sagata, Detikata Vipayoda, Asankharika. Somanasa Sagata, Detikata Vipayoda, Sasankharika. All together, dealing with pleasant feeling 4. The same way, dealing with the feeling, indifferent feeling or neutral feeling, Upekha Sahagata, Detikata Sambayoda, Asankharika, Upekha Sahagata, Detikata Sambayoda, Sasankharika, Upekha Sahagata, Detikata Vipayoda, Asankharika, Upekha Sahagata, Detikata Vipayoda, Sasankharika. So, in this way, Loba Mula Chaitas are classified into 8. So, we can say in English, consciousness that is accompanied by pleasant feeling, associate with the round view, prompted, or without a promptitude. Consciousness with the pleasant feeling associated with the round view with the promptitude. Okay? Consciousness with pleasant feeling dissociated from round view without promptitude and with the promptitude. In this way, this is our mental states explained. These mental states arises within us. So as you know, these pleasant feeling, indifferent feeling are mental state, cetasika, not chetas. The feelings of Vedana, later you will know, feelings are Vedana. Vedana is a different feeling here. Detikata Sambayoda, Detikata Vipayoda. Deti also mental state, cetasika. Okay? Asankharika, Sasankharika, only conditions, mental situations. Depending on condition, it becomes Sasankharika. Depending on condition, it becomes Asankharika. This is depending on condition. Sometimes we have a good food, delicious food at that time. our minds, we are also very active at that time. Sometimes the food is not good enough, they are not active. Sometimes the depression. Okay? When there is a depression, it's a need to encourage. And then sasankharika rises. Okay, you understand now? Lobha Mula Chaita is basically classified into eight. Then this Lobha Mula Chaita rises towards desirable visual object, towards a desirable sound, towards a desirable taste, towards a desirable smell, towards a desirable tangibility. According to 5 objects, Lobha Mula Chaitas can be classified in more and more. That is a Chaita Nupassana. Which type of Chaita arises within you? You can find yourself during meditation, but not always the Lobha Mula Chaitas arises within you. If the Lobha Mula Chaita not arises within you, where is Lobha Mula Chaitas? Where lie the Lobha Mula Chaitas? What is your opinion? Where lie? Lobha Mula Chaitas are in the book or within you? I think within you there is not Lobha Mula Chaita now. Where are they? Where did they hide? How to say? No, at present time, where is the Lobha Mula Chaita within you? If Lobha Mula Chaita is not present, where it lies? But it remains as a latent, only possibility. For example, this is light. Do you smoke? You don't smoke? If you have a smoke, you need a light. If you want to get fire, you use this light to smoke a cigarette. Before you touch this, make the fire, where fire lies? Where? Nowhere. But we can show here is fire inside light. That is depending on condition, fire arises. Like that, Lobha Mula Chaita also depending on condition, it rises. What is it? It is condition. Beautiful things. That is one condition. After seeing beautiful things, you see with your eye a desirable object, beautiful things, the love arises within you. Lobha Mula Chaita arises within you. Isn't it that? If you see ugly things, no Lobha Mula Chaita arises. You may turn your face at the other side, the other direction. You cannot look again. But beautiful things, you look again and again. Want to see forever beautiful things. That is the Lobha Mula Chaitas arising. Isn't that? So in this way, the Lord Buddha explained in Sutta, Vijnana Paticca Samuppanna. Vijnana means consciousness. Paticca Samuppanna means depending on its conditions. Depending on its condition, Vijnana arises. Nothing arises without a condition. When I started my lecture, I explained you first. Depending on eye and visible object. How many things? Eye and visible object. 2. Eye consciousness arises. Isn't that? Eye and visible object. Depending on eye and visible object, eye consciousness arises. Therefore, eye and visible objects are the conditions of eye consciousness. If there is no I, if there is no visible object, there is no I consciousness arises. The Buddha in this sutta, only two conditions are mentioned, but the other conditions are also necessary. What are the other conditions? Between I and visible object, there is a necessary light. Isn't that? Without the light, we cannot see. Light also one condition. There are three conditions. Only three conditions also not enough. Attention also necessary. Without the attention, we cannot notice that object. Isn't that? Therefore, I, visible object, light, and attention. These four are conditions of I consciousness. Like that, these Chetas also, after seeing the arises, there are many conditions. Many conditions. Many conditions, harmonious, the unity of the condition produce one effect. Not only one condition, not one condition produce one effect. Many conditions working together, it is produce one effect. Okay? There are many conditions. If it's so, why the Buddha mentioned in Paticcasamuppanna only one condition? That is a major condition. The other conditions are also followed. Do you read in newspapers, sometimes mention the calm? Is the president alone calm? President maybe the first lady, but president calm. Like that, the Lord Buddha also, avijja, paccaya, sankhara, only one condition, but not one condition. If there's avijja, there's the first ladies also. every conditions will follow. That is a major. Only talking, only main. Main conditions are taught, not other conditions. In India, there's a monism. Monism means they believe only one condition. Buddha is not monism, pluralism. There are many conditions. Many conditions produced. In our practical ways also, we can know there are many conditions. Here is how many conditions to hear when I speak. How many conditions you have? You must have ear. Okay? Must have air. Sound. Then space. If there's some conditions lack, you cannot hear. Isn't that? Everything is depending on condition. So Lobha Mula Chaita is also depending on conditions. You should contemplate this as a Chaita Nupassana. Okay? Somana Sasagata, Detikata Sampayuta, Asankharika, Sasankharika, Somana Sasagata, Detikata Vipyuta, Sasankharika. One of 8 Lobha Mula Chaita arises within you, depending on its conditions. Okay? Not all 8 Lobha Mula Chaitas arises within you simultaneously. Depending on conditions, maybe some of the Lobha Mula Chaitas arises. Therefore, feeling also different. Dedikata Sampayutta, Dedikata Vipayutta. Sometimes you know Dhamma, therefore no Dedikata Vipayutta at the time. Sometimes we never heard Dhamma, we never hear Dhamma from those who knows Dhamma. We believe wrongly. At that time, Dedikata Sampayutta. Okay? So, Dedikata Sampayutta, Dedikata Vipayutta. Sometimes, depending on condition, our attachment is so strong at that time, not necessary encouragement by self or by others. That is asankharika. Sometimes necessary encouraged by himself or by others. It is a Sankharika. So all are depending on conditions. So there is a Loba Mula Chaita, how to classify. So Pali tells I gave the meanings of Somanasa Sahagata, accompanied. Sahagata means accompanied by pleasure or pleasant feeling. Upekha Sahagata, accompanied by indifferent feeling. Upekha, sometimes the Lord Buddha explained, Upekha Adukha Masuka, two negative is used. Feeling is, briefly, feeling is three, you see. Sukha, Dukkha, and the three is with the negative. Okay? Sukha, happiness, or pleasant, or pleasure, many translations, okay? Say, Dukkha means the pain or displeasure. Adukha, Masukha means rejectful. Neither Sukha, happiness, Dukkha, unhappiness, Adukha, Masukha, neither happiness nor unhappiness. So Upekha is between them. Unknown feeling. Sometimes your feeling is can be known easily. Sometimes your feeling is not known. Sometimes you can say, sometimes I'm so happy at that time. That's one time. Sometimes you say, I'm so sorry. But between them, there's one feeling. Isn't that? You never say at that time, I'm so happy, I'm so sorrow, so sorry. I never say, between them, there's upekha. Isn't that? Not clear. Feeling is not clear. Therefore, neither happiness nor unhappiness, neither pleasure nor pain, that is upekha. This is it. Upekha also Vedana, Somanasa also, Sukha also, Vedana, Dukkha also, Vedana. Upekha is between Sukha and Dukkha. So here also, when attachment, Loba Mula Chaitas arises within you, sometimes your feeling is so strong. You are so happy at that time, Somanasa Sagata. But you may have craving, but at that time, not so happy. Little happy. Unknown happy. Okay? At that time, it is called Upekha. Sometimes the translations, Upekha is translated equanimity. But equanimity, I want to use this equanimity, Metta, Karuna, Mudita, Upekha, calmness. This is just a feeling. And according to Buddhist literature, Upekha has 10 types. 10 types of Upekha. Therefore, we should choose which upekha is here necessary. Sometimes the upekha is. Do you know when you practice vipassana meditation, there is the highest level of insight knowledge. What is the knowledge of the name of the knowledge? Sankharupekha. Sankhara upekha. Okay? That is also upekha. That upekha is not a feeling. Is neither love nor hate between them. Neither love nor hate condition things. That is upekha. We are still love and hate with the love and hate. Sometimes love, sometimes hate. Sometimes the middle. Neither love nor hate. That is upekha. Okay? That upekha is not a feeling. Here is a feeling means less of happiness, less of pleasant feeling is upekha here. This morning I explained. First time, You bought very beautiful dress. You like it so much, this dress. Then you wear, go to front of mirror and see, oh, I'm very beautiful. This is very proper for me, very suit for me. You wear and out. But this pleasant feeling, after 1 month, no more. Isn't that? That is so quick. But you still like this dress. Therefore, you continue to wear it. But not so pleasant at that time. Isn't that? So Buddha's teachings can be experienced everybody. You contemplate. But Abhidhamma is not in the book. Abhidhamma is within us. We must find out and we must identify. If you not find, you try to find these natures. Isn't that? Meditation is to searching for such things. What is it? Whenever arises, which type of mind arises, you should identify. So after you learn Abhidhamma, you can identify which type of cetas arises within me now. You can say. If you're angry with the others, you know, oh, this is anger. This is dosa mula cetas arises within me. You can. This is dosa mula ceta also, somanas, sasankharika and asankharika. Sometimes the dosa is so strong, no need to encourage, it's so high level. Sometimes the need encourage. Don't be patient. Don't be patient. The others, it's very bad. Don't be patient. Don't be patient. Encourage. It's also. So it's okay. Now, is there any question dealing with the Loba Mula Cetas, concerning Loba Mula Cetas, what is not clear in the mind? But you must, I explain only the topics according to Abhidhamma, but you must search. You must search. You must try to find out within you when Loba Mula Ceta arises. You experience Loba Mula Cetas? Experience? When? Loba Mula Cetas. Everybody experiences Loba Mula Cetas. Okay? One of types of Loba Mula Cetas. Depending on the object. Depending on objects, depending on mental situation. So Loba Mula Cetas arise. If there is no question, let us go on to the next point. Okay. You want to know more and more? Round view. With the round, dealing with the round view, you want to know more the meaning? Okay. There are many persons, different family backgrounds. Is that okay? Different religious backgrounds. They have different religious backgrounds. Different Dhamma talk, different religious belief. Isn't that? Some people think we must enjoy the pleasure, sense of pleasure. We must enjoy the sense of pleasure. That is a human nature. He never think that is evil things. He never think that is evil. But the Christian uses a sin. That is never think that is evil. That is never be unwholesome things. That is not demeritorious action. He assumed like that. But the other persons, oh, we must control our mind. We must control our mind. We should not enjoy every sense pleasure. It's the evil thing. It cannot produce a good effect. It is not a wholesome thing. Two views arises. The first person enjoying without caring, enjoying He loses his mind. He sends his mind, he directs his mind towards the object and enjoying, totally enjoying. But the other person is controlled his mind. Out of these two views, if one is right, the other must be wrong. Because of different views. You understand? I cannot say which view is right, which view is wrong. Okay? But according to Buddha's teaching, that is deities, major deities, a wrong view. Wrong view is many wrong views explained. One thing I explained. According to Buddha's, during the Buddha's lifetime, there are some people who hold such a thing. That is nothing wrong to enjoy sense of pleasure. Nati kamesu dosa. Some religious believers think like that. Nati kamesu dosa. Okay? Their view is like that. Nati means it does not exist. Kamesu, sense of pleasure. Dosa means wrong. There's nothing wrong with the sense of pleasure. That is, as a human nature, we must enjoy. The other views, ati kamesu dosa. Ati kamesu dosa. It is wrong to have a sense of pleasure. Ati kamesu, to enjoy a sense of pleasure. There are two views. According to Buddha's teaching, that is the wrong view. Okay, that is the wrong view, that is the correct view. That is the Detikata Sampayota, Detikata Vipayota. Do you understand? Okay? There are many views also. Holding first view, he enjoyed with all his heart. Holding the second view, even he enjoyed, he can control his mind. The first view is in Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, the first sermon of the Buddha. You see, Kamesu Kamasu Kanlika Nuyogo. Self-indulgence. Self-indulgence. Kamesu Kamasu Kanlika Nuyogo. If you enjoy the pleasure, you cannot meditate. See that? Can you meditate enjoying pleasure? Cannot. Enjoying pleasure, there follow the worries. After enjoyment, there's worry followed. Therefore, that is not perfect enjoyment. It's lead to sorrow, lead to worry. Therefore, according to effect, the first view is wrong. The first view is wrong. The second view is correct. Holding the first view, you enjoy and you love the pleasure. At that time, Loba Mula Chaita is Detikata Sampayota. Okay? If you hold the second idea, but you may enjoy, then Loba Mula Chaita arises within you. Then the Loba Mula Chaita will be Detikata Vipayota. This is connected with the ground. It's okay? Enjoy, there is maybe necessary. Enjoy Dhamma is possible. It's possible to enjoy Dhamma without a craving. Because if you love something by seeing with your eye, by hearing sound, lovable sound, by hearing your ear, that enjoyments are with the craving. Without the craving, it is impossible. Any sensual pleasure are with the craving. Maybe there's a degree level also. Monks may be lower level because they have to restrain. Dhamma lesson, that is not a craving. Yeah, that is not a craving. That is called Dhamma piti. That is without a craving. because we are happy to understand. That is not using, you see, that is object is not like lovely object. Isn't that? No attachment to it. But only enjoying it, we understand Dhamma, only the understanding. The enjoyment is only for understanding. So that is not a craving. Look at beautiful things. There's maybe, depending on condition, there's a pagoda. You have the knowledge of the Buddha's quality. You may think about the Buddha, you enjoy. That is also not with the craving. But you may think this scenery is so nice. I want to call my love, my sweetie, my honey. So that is with the craving. Whatever beautiful things, there's something saying. Whatever beautiful things we find at that day, we remember, someone remember his lover. Isn't that? Yeah. If control, that is also attention. According to your attention, kusala citta, akusala citta arises. According to attention. Not beautiful things persuade you, but you may think this scenery is so nice. If I meditate here, it will be so. That is not a craving. But if we are Puthojana, there's a little craving, not so high. Isn't that? If we are Puthojana, ordinary person, if we are only not arahant, at that time, craving is a little, must be included. Because that is also enjoyment. Enjoyment with the craving. But that is not so strong, like others' enjoyment. Dealing with the Dhamma, maybe the young teenagers are so strong as craving. Dealing with their couple. So their companies, dealing with the pleasant things. That is, you can think about, I cannot give more examples, okay? You have experience. You can have experience more and more about Loba Mula Chaitas, okay? Is there any question? Later. Because it will be beaten about the bush. It's a way of out of topic. Okay? Later I will give you space. Okay. Yes. Yeah, that is correct. Yeah. That is so high. Your level is so high. Huh? Anicca dukkha anatta is so high. Round view is, you may learn from Dhamma, from the teachers, Dhamma, that is not correct, that is correct. According to book knowledge, you can change your view. That is around you, that is not around you. That is also can say lower level. Okay? That is evil, unwholesome thing, that is a wholesome thing. If you can classify these two, that is also can say wrong you or right you. You understand? That is a lower level. Anicca dukkha anatta is a so high level. Okay? That's also correct. Correct. Therefore, the Buddhas explain wrong you, right you is, if you think only sila, you have a good morality, only these moralities can attain nirvana. That is not correct. So, they are necessary to do more and more. This is first stage only. We must understand like that. The Buddha says, Mecha Patipada, Samma Patipada, I suppose. If you think Sotapanna stage, that is the highest level. That is not correct. So correct and incorrect is different levels. Okay? You will be higher and higher in knowledge. Sometimes raga also, you see, Dhamma raga also have. You should be careful about that. Dhamma raga, Dhamma nandi. You have attachment to Dhamma. As long as you have attachment to Dhamma, you cannot go higher stage. For example, you sit meditation for 1 hour or 2 hours. Your concentration is so nice. You think, oh, my concentration is so nice. I can meditate. So, if you attach this concentration, your meditation, you cannot go up. You cannot go higher attainment. That is called Dhamma raga, Dhamma nandi. That is, if you can eradicate the attachment, you are vipassana. You may think, my vipassana is so strong. The other's vipassana is very low. My vipassana is so high. So I must keep this level. That's also different. As long as you cannot remove the attachment, you cannot attain higher state. Okay? So there is a craving also, subtler, depending on object. The lower level is sense of pleasure. The higher level is becoming Dhamma stages also. There are also attachment. This attachment you should give up. You should abandon all attachment. Even vipassana, you should not attach to it. So that if you attach your Dhamma knowledge, you cannot attain higher stages. Okay, is there any question? Now is my time is over, I think. There's no questions. No news is a good news, like that. No question is a good question. Okay, let me stop.